They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Husky's offense out there and ready to go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Williams. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They punted away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's looking deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Back to pass, it's Hammond. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the first down. So nice job by the defense surrounding the ball carrier and getting him to the ground.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Williams to throw for it on 4th. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Running inside. It's Dickey. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hammond. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Dickey. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. After the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. Third and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running inside. It's Dickey. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throwing, Williams. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Play fake, Williams. Under fire. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. And you can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Powers through the defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Might have a chance. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half. Cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running into the open space. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Here's Williams to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Steps away to find some room. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Oh, you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more there'll be.
He's going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Mustangs looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Handoff to the single back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Tries the option, he keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Williams swings it out to the flat. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Just keeps swinging it. Takes the easy one to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Williams unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Here's a little room there. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Gets it across the 20 to the 21 and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Williams from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? A strike downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
And here comes the field goal unit. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Williams. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on his way. They'll stop him and get him out of bounds at the 21, just short of the red zone, but they turn in a huge play.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Williams will pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football. They've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen. And I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
Play callers love it offensively. When you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And you're in the 4th quarter with the lead. Very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Makes the grab on the left. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hammond. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Eakin. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The run inside. It's Dickey. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll give it to Joyner. Got enough for the first. Open space, maybe some room here. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's Quentin one more time. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David, and you know the execution just has to be spot on, timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of play.
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
It's complete to the left. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Williams to the air again. It's complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter.
Got it! And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Here's Williams to throw. Back's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. One more play to pad the stats. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job. with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. It's the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Cowboys head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Cowboys are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and
snags it, and there's running room. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You could tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Got it behind the line. It's Fowler. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to move them on the counter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Running inside, it's Jones. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Handoff to Jones. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The run inside. It's Tremble.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pearson pressure. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st down for the offense. This time he wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes the catch. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll move the change after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give on the inside. There he goes. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Got his man on the right. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A little release to the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bearcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bearcats! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Smith with the grab over the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Keeps it on the draw. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Got a man. It's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Run in the red zone, it's Tremble. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Here's a heat. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Nicholson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete on the comeback. Makes a grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the ground. He's got it again. Fighting off the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tremble. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowboys. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Snags it over the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Sure hands, it's Powell. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Complete on the left to Smith. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Cowboys have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snagged in the middle. It's Powell. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Moving out to the right. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Danced his way through traffic, pickup of 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the 1st. There's a crease. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the run, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Just feeds the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't shown great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a 3rd and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have 4th down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field.
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's 1st down for back at their own 24-yard line. Running inside, it's Jones. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Powell. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Now setting up shop in the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Hold and finds his man on the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10 for the offense. The run inside. It's Tremble. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now after the sack, there is a man still down. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. There he goes. Running through contact. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. The Bearcats leap back on top.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. He leaves it with his back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. Could be an alley. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Give as they work on that clock.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. 1st down and more. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Smith. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Bearcats use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The Cowboys fall back on top.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Bearcats sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Takes the handoff. It's Tremble. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Oklahoma State sideline. The team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. He'll run it again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Got his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Connection to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got him. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both.